heck are you guys doing? This is gonna be the worst decision you've ever made. Like, it's gonna hit the fan. And it did hit the fan. Hey guys, what is up? My name is Jess and today we're going to be doing a story time. So today's story time is going to be about how I faked a boyfriend back in high school. Looking back, that was a horrible idea. I did it 100% out of spite because of all the rumors that were going around about us, and I think I just had enough and I snapped. So basically my junior year of high school, I was friends with this group of people and they introduced me to this guy who went to another school. This guy was apparently really popular and all of the girls really liked him at my school. A few had dated him and broke up with him on their own for whatever reason. And I had met him and we became really close friends. I never saw anything other than a friendship with him, but I really liked being around him. During that time, I was in a really abusive relationship with this other guy from my high school. Looking back, should have let that boy go and started dating other people, but that is a story time for another day. We were friends for a few months and apparently all of the girls were livid about it. He showed me some of the messages on Facebook. That's how old we are. That was back when Facebook was like a thing. About how they hated me, how I was easy, or they said they wanted to punch me in the face. So basically this went on for about a few months of them just constantly taunting me and messaging him about how awful I am. Bearing in mind, I had no idea who these girls were. I never met them before. That didn't change my friendship with him, but it was really annoying to constantly hear comments about me every time I was with him. I made it very clear to him that I didn't want to date him. I was wanting to stay in this horrible relationship with this other person, which was the dumbest idea ever. But I really did enjoy our friendship. There was one point where he did ask me to prom and I said yes, but when people heard I was going to prom with him, they were really upset and said I didn't deserve to go with him. Me being a pushover and me being a people pleaser, I then went back to him and said I shouldn't go to prom with you, everyone's gonna be mad. You should go with my friend instead who really wants to go with you. Looking back, I wish I had a backbone and I wish I just went with him because we were really good friends and I shouldn't have let girls bully me out of going to prom with my friend. Train. Cats. So basically this guy and I would have to hang out alone because we would get so judged by everyone for hanging out. We would always hear rumors that we were dating when we weren't, and it really started to get to me. It didn't seem to get to him a lot. He wasn't bothered by it, but to me it really upset me because we weren't dating and everyone was saying that we were. And we had been friends for about a year at that point, and I think I had just had it. I remember just constantly seeing text messages fly in about how we were dating, how we shouldn't be dating, how he can do better. And I remember crying to my family about it and being so frustrated and saying, what the heck do I do? They actually said, you know, if they keep saying you're dating, just say you're dating. Fine, you're gonna say that we're dating for a year when we weren't? Well, how does it feel now that I am dating him? Which was ridiculous. I used him to get back at these mean girls, which I shouldn't have done. I told him one night when I was just so frustrated, and I said, you know what, I'm so done. If they're saying we're dating, let's just fake it and date and see how they really feel about it. He was on board. He's like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, haha, stick it to them. We put a post up on Facebook of us like holding each other, made it in a relationship, really petty, the pettiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I remember right when we posted that relationship status, my sister ran downstairs and she goes, I just looked at Facebook. She goes, what the heck are you guys doing? This is gonna be the worst decision you've ever made. Like, it's gonna hit the fan. It did hit the fan. But he actually said to me that night, you know, the reason why I want to fake date you is because I'm hoping that one day I can actually date you, which is actually really sad now that I think of it. I should have dated the kid. But you know what? No, because I am happily married and so none of that matters. So we literally like fake dated for like 2 weeks. I think one of my faults is that I am so honest and I cannot tell a lie. Even when I was younger, if I did something wrong, I would immediately go to my mom and be like, I did this. Like, I'm incapable of lying. Well, scratch that. Everyone's lied before. Right, Jesus? Right when I faked that relationship, I felt so guilty. And I remember telling my friend at the time, who was one of the people who kind of kept me from seeing this guy, that there was no need to be upset with me because I was just fake dating him. And I was like, listen, like, I feel like crap. I fake dated this guy just to kind of stick it to everyone, because you guys were being so mean to me for a year and I couldn't take it anymore. I asked her not to tell anyone, but of course, high school. So she told everyone. It went all around the school and it turned into this huge social media storm. And then the guy started to get mad because I wouldn't actually date him. Everyone was liking our relationship status, making fun of it. They even went to the guy I was currently in an on and off relationship with, and they commented all on his page on Facebook and said, haha, guess what I just heard. Looking back, the only person I have to blame is myself. I shouldn't have given in to the bullies. I should have had a backbone. I should have lived my life. I should have went to prom with the guy. I should have been his friend. And if I liked him, I should have dated him. It wasn't fair to the guy because I do know that he really liked me and he wanted to date me. And it wasn't fair to the girls either. Even though they were mean to me, like, I knew it would upset them and I still did it. And looking back, that was such a stupid, juvenile thing to do. But again, when your emotions get in the way, you just do stupid things. I reached out to the girls about a year later and apologized. And then I actually reached out to them again last year, like 12 years later. And I was like, hey, just again, I wanted to say sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Really petty. I'm sorry. I wanted to get back at you. I hope you can forgive me. And everything seems really good, knock on wood. They were like, don't worry about it. Don't even remember high school. I'm sorry for this, this, and this. And we kumbaya'd and everything is all good. I guess the moral of the story is always to take the high road. And even though I felt like I was justified in my decision back then, looking back, I realized it caused a lot more harm than good. The Bible really is true. All the things he says not to do are for a reason. And I think I learned that the hard way. So anyways, guys, thank you for listening to my story time on faking a boyfriend. Learn from my mistakes. Live like Jesus. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.